Yo, what is up, guys? What is poppin'? It's been a fucking while. I haven't uploaded in what years, months? I don't know. Like been at least 2 months, I think. But yeah, we're back finally. I think the last match I uploaded was either an ITL match or maybe week one or so of IDM. But yeah, I haven't didn't feel like uploading. I've been pretty busy with life, so I couldn't upload for IDM pretty much. Didn't upload my last weeks of ITL. Didn't upload for NPL, which is going on. But we're doing pretty well in all leagues. I might upload some stuff, so I can't say much. But yeah, we're on playoff track in both NPL and IDM easily, so it's all good. But today we're back with my ITL playoffs run. Um, we made it at 8-4. Season was kind of long, but we finally made it into playoffs, and we're the number 2 seed in our conference because GypsyKing, the god, the god is undefeated, I think, or maybe 11-1. But yeah, he's the number 1 seed. He copped the first round bye, so we gotta take the pretty grueling path through the playoffs. Um, EricTS, as you see, my opponent for round one, is our first opponent. We played twice in the regular season. Both times he brought pretty much the same 6 months, but both times we won. So I hope we won again. Both times we pretty much fucked him up with Manaphy, tailwheel sweeping. So I think this time we will be a little bit more prepared for that. So I came up with a different team. A team I built here, as you see. Let's just hop right into it. I'm not like in the mood to um, talk about real life shit or like how the season went, but yeah, we made it. So anyway, the team I brought: Spadef Mawar, Mega Mawar, obviously with Player of Power Punch, Rest and Sleep Talk. We got a nice nasty plot: Protect, Black Sludge, Naga Nadel, Sludge Wave, Draco Meteor. Pretty bulky. I think I got like 200 EVs in there in bulk. Pretty fat mon, but it's a very solid check to Infernate, for example, and pretty much revenges his entire team, especially once Skarmory is worn down. Then we got a Scald Substitute Toxic Protect Manaphy, which can really fuck up his physical threats because they can't really break subs um, after a Scald burn. I can like Toxic Saw shit like Serena and what's called Kangaskhan a little, so that's pretty clean. I think I got enough speed um, for like a modest Tapu Lele, I think. Then we got a Scarf Excadrill with rocks and 3 attacks, Adamant. Pretty strong versus him once I get rid of the Scam. And we got a nice Fire MZ Rotom, mixed defensive with some special attack, over 8 Volt Switch, Toxic and Defog. Pretty much always comes in on big Superior and gets the Defog off, so that's clean. And we got a pretty hot Kong set, pretty much max defensive, with a little bit of speed, so I creep his base 50 mons. Adamant nature, but rest like pretty much 212 EVs in HP and 240 in defense. Pretty much my Mega Kangaskhan check. Is Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, Leftovers with the Sheer Force ability, Substitute and Taunt. I don't want Sheer Force, I think because I needed Thunder Punch to do a certain amount to shit like Tapu Lele. Sub Taunt pretty much forces Scam to attack me. I can taunt on a potential Whirlwind if he's not Brave Bird on the set, and I can taunt to prevent him from roosting, which means my the shit that comes in can whittle it down more easily. Substitute is pretty nice because if Kong comes in on Kangaskhan, he pretty much can't Wish Pass into Tapu Lele, and if he goes for wishes, I switch in Kong. I can sub up waste pretty much the wish on Lele and then hit it with Thunder Punch, which should do around 45%, which is pretty clean. So this battle happened like 2 weeks ago or maybe 3 weeks ago, so it's been a while. So we'll see how it went. I decided to lead off with my Mawile, predicting him to not lead with one of his rockers potentially, but with more offensive mon. And I got this right, which is pretty clean. Easy turn one for me. I can just power up punch here, see what his initial switching is. Probably the Skarmory, as he has no reason to stay in. I make a prediction turn one, works out, he goes into Scam. I can just go for a power punch here. If I had these Thunder Punch here, I could have just like knocked this fucker out, but I go for a play rough. The 29, just want to see like what his moves are, and he has counter, so that's kind of bad, but not the end of the world. He goes for Stealth Rock, as I power punch again. I know he's not going for the counter here. And now I'm gonna rest up as I predict the roost. He gets on his rocks, but that's not too bad. I can potentially, if I need to, remove them with Rotom Heat later. Just for a counter on my rest. And here I make a very sophisticated play. I'm gonna say I don't go for the Sleep Talk here because I don't wanna click Player Up on his counter, and like I don't wanna get this with the Sleep Talk, and I wanna bait him into switching one of his offensive threats like Infernape or Mammoth on the next turn, thinking I don't have the Sleep Talk. So I just go for the Power Punch. I'm staying asleep, and this turn I'm going for the Sleep Talk, hoping to get the player up as he goes Mammoth one, and my plan works out perfectly. I get a nice 33% chance roll and knock out the Mammo, which is sick. Inferno comes in. I'm not gonna stay in and take a Flare Blitz here. Can't live that, it's offensive. He gets a crit on my Naga, which is kind of unfortunate, but not the end of the world. I think I Nasty Plot up here, freaking a Scarp to come in. No, I just Sludge Wave. Yeah, I don't want to play around Infernape because with Infernape gone, yeah, Mawile pretty much just wins versus team, so not trying to play around. And yeah, I can just Nasty Plot up, predicting Brave, but I'm out of range of it because I'm so defensive. Just 47 max, I'm at 48. And now I can just Draco Meteor and remove the Skarmory and open up my Excadrill pretty much. At this point, it's mostly it's a very good chance for me that I can win with my Scarf Drill. I just need damage on Kangaskhan. He brings in Serena, and I want to see if it's Choice Scarf. I Scarf Drill with the Protect. He goes for the U-turn. No, after this round of Black Sludge, I'm definitely out of range of an Adamant U-turn, so I can just go for the Sludge Wave here, as he brings in Kangaskhan, and yeah, fuck this fucker up. He gets the Poison. On this turn, I'm going to Protect though, because he could have Sucker Punch or Fake Out, so don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk shit versus it. He just goes for the Earthquake and dies to the Poison. I don't really need to Beast Boost here. Goes for Arena. I can't like Scout again because I just wasted my Protect. He goes for High Jumping. I switch in a Rotom mindlessly when I have a Conk. Pretty stupid play, but I just take the Rotom even though rocks are annoying. But Mawile can come in, take that Jumping and get the necessary damage off that I need for Iron Head to knock it out. He hits all his high jump kicks, which is good. We don't want Hex here, but yeah, now I can bring in Kong and just click Substitute. Yeah, I'm going for the sub because if it stays in, High Jump Kick does some damage, but I don't think it just doesn't do much. And if he stays in, I can just Drain Punch and get some health back. Here I can do the same. I can just Drain Punch on the Flare Blitz and get pretty much back to full, do a fuck ton of damage, but I don't knock it out because I'm not offensive. But now I can sack my Naganadel, scouting for the Z Flare Blitz or the Z Close Combat, which I do. It actually goes for the all-out pummeling, so I can easily waste the waste this shit here. I can go into my Manaphy now to just go for the Scald. He pretty much has to attack me because if I'm Reno or something, Manaphy can live a Power Whip and needs to put me in range, so I can knock it out with Scald. Get my lefties back. He brings in Serena. I Protect. Look what he wants to do. Goes for Power Whip. I obviously can't live it, but I don't want to switch out, even though I could have switched out into Conk. Doesn't make a difference. I go to Excadrill now, and unless he crits me, I live this Power Whip guaranteed if he's Adamant, 100%, and Iron Head can just clean up. I might be faster, even though I'm pretty slow, but it actually turns out that I'm faster than this fucker. He brings in Lele. This Lele is Specs, I think, yeah, and dies to Iron Head. So we win round 1 of the playoffs. Pretty nice, and we advance to the conference finals, where we have to take on GypsyKing, or arguably our like best friend, or one of our best friends in the community for sure, and like not even a community, like he's one of my closest buddies in general. Like GypsyKing is a great guy, and we have to play him here. Pretty interesting matchup for sure. You see the 6 he brings, Magierna, the busted fucker. Big Reuniclus, nice support in Quillfish and Gliga. Here's the Taunty. There's Galio also yet on the squad, a Megatita and Curan Black, for example. So he has a bunch of sick mons that really put in the work versus my team. But we played in the regular season. I brought a Trick Room team and I kind of choked a win away there because I sacked my Mawile for no reason. And Mawile versus Gypsy squad is just insane. Mega Mawile with Iron Head and Bolt Beam coverage at +2. Almost every single mon on his team from full. Besides max defensive Magierna, which can't touch Mawile anyway. This is the only mon that can take a hit from +2 Mawile from full. after rocks potentially, but I don't bring rocks on the squad, so who cares? So the team that I brought was like surround Marwa with breakers, or mons that can potentially get rid of a can get rid of a threat um, like a Spec Skeld or something, or Curum that can go for the Earth Power to knock me out, or to like I could potentially try to remove Quillfish so I don't take Intimidate and shit like that. What was the design of the squad? And the next thing was surround Maua with speed control. I got Scarf Glare on Smeargle, I got Glare on Superior with 3 attacks, and this is 3 attacks, Expert Belt, HP Fire Dragon Pulse, Leaf Storm, Superior. This is a Z Manaphy, Surf, Dazzling Gleam, and Signal Beam with Tailwheel. Covers his entire team pretty much. Smeargle, as I said, a Scarf. Glare, I think, Transform, Trick, and what was the last move? I had a weird move on there. Let me check. Where is it? Oh yeah, Sticky Web, obviously. Like, want the Scarf Webs if he brings more of a grounded team and potentially not defog on the squad. But looking at this team, he probably has defog because he doesn't really want rocks up versus my squad. Versus my, like, he doesn't want rocks up on his side because that makes my offense harder to check. So I think there's probably defog on Torn or Gligar. Excadrill, Life Orb, Sword Sense variant. With Sand Force in case it brings Tita. At +2 this thing can fuck shit up. Besides, like, I need to remove Gligar for Excadrill to win, and obviously I need to get Webs up or Glare shit. And I'm gonna do nice Nasty Plot variant with Tailwind too, just to like help help Marwal out as well. I think I got Draco and Fire Blast obviously for the Mediana. And yeah, that's it. I decided to lead off with my Smeargle for sure because I wanna just get off a nice glare. If he leads Taunt like he did versus me in our week 7 match or what it was, I can just glare it and cripple it down, which means my Serp can really go in, depending on a few paras, and I'm not forced to like always switch out versus Taunt, which would be pretty nice. And like, regardless of what he leads, everything is like T-waving anything is pretty nice. Besides maybe the Reno-class, but because like Mawile, while it can outrun Gligar, but yeah, I assume that it like has enough speed for Adamant Mawile for sure, or Jolly Mawile even, so I can't really bank on this thing being slower. So even if I cripple Gligar or Quillfish, that helps out Mawile tremendously. So I decide to lead off with Smeargle. He leads Torn. Great for me, I can just glare, and GypsyKing the god, he has the Lumberry predicting me to potentially have some glare shenanigans on Serp or Smeargle, and yeah, I'm glaring shit. Like, I knew Reno-class or Gligar were coming in, but I don't care. Like, I want to slow his shit down. It doesn't, like, I'm not fishing for full paras, but I'm 100% forced to what's it called? Forced to slow stuff down for Marwa to win. I got some Mana Fears. I know the rocks are coming. I'm forced to switch out anyway. Can't do shit. He brings a Runikus on my Terror, which means this is for sure AV max with that. It's a very good like in the lab check. And here I just spam, go for the tail. I predicted the Gligar sack potentially. I didn't think he would throw away one of his best Naganadel counters, especially like if I weaken Torn a little and Magina is in a pretty bad spot, so I thought he might switch out, and I didn't want to waste my Z-Surf on a Gligar sack. But now Keldeo comes in. I can't attack here. I would like to, but because in case it's a sub variant, but he's kind of forced to attack me because I'm +6 mana free. So I can just sack my Smeargle and bring in my Surf. I'm gonna click Glare here because if he stays in, Marwile can just kill this. And if I Glare Keldeo, Marwile is pretty much guaranteed to win here because it's probably gonna outspeed Magiana. Because I'm super speedy, it's gonna outspeed Gligar, and Quillfish, best thing that I can do is Scout, and I can like play around that. I can just go hard Naganadel on the Scout, for example. So I'm going for the Glare. If he brings in Taunt, that's nice as well. He does do just that. Goes for the Glare. I think I go hard Drill here because I know I can live a Heat Wave even if he goes for it, and I need to chip this fucker down. He gets Parrot, which is on 4th. I don't know what to click there. Probably Heat Wave or Knockoff or something. Kind of fought for him, but not the end of the world just yet. But I can just go for the Iron Head here. I asked him if I should EQ, but he was like, nah, it's fine. He wanted me to play on, so yeah. not playing around the hex here. So I go for the Iron Head Weaken Celt, which is nice because now it's guaranteed in range of Leaf Storm, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna have to sack my mana fee here to the Secret Sword. It's pretty much now becoming a game of sacks because this is probably Spec Scald, and yeah, my team doesn't look too good versus that. So I have to bring in Naganadel here, and I have to make a play. I go for the Nasty Plot, even though Specs can 2KO me, and I'm super slow. I don't even creep Keldeo. All I'm creeping is like a Modest, and I'm creeping Big Hero and Black only. So that's pretty crazy. We bring some Magina, so I plot up. I go for the Fire Blast. I know this is Okaberry probably, and he is. I still do 83%, which is nice. Helpful serve, and he knocks me out with the Flurken. I go into my Serp now. Gives me the best matchup because it doesn't invite in Keldeo after I kill Magina, which is clean. And Leaf Storm knocks out Magina, this kind of Magina for sure. So I'm going for a Leaf Storm here. If it goes Torn, that's nice. If it doesn't, I don't care. Now it brings in Torn. I just stay in a Leaf Storm. I weaken it for Drill. I weaken it for Mawile. As he gets off a Tailwind, I'm like, oh fuck. Here he misses a Hurricane in Tailwind, which is absolutely huge, obviously. So I go for the Hidden Power. I don't kill this Torn here because I want to waste as many Tailwind turns as possible before I revenge the Tornadus T. So go for the Hidden Power and don't knock it out. Go for the Excadrill here, knowing I can live any hit. He gets Parrot, which is pretty shit for him, but it actually, in my opinion, is not the end of the world because I was guaranteed out of range of a max special attack Heat Wave. Which he actually clicked. Like I said, he clicked it. I believe him. But yeah, he like all I wanted to do was sack this and then get in my Serp. Like versus a weakened Taunt, I had to free Leaf Storm. If had he knocked me out on the next turn, Tailwind would not have been up, and Leaf Storm would have just swept at this point. So this Pulpera actually helps him out because he can get in his Gligar here and get some health back on his Tornadus. Go for an Iron Head again. I don't know what he clicked. I think he gets Parrot here as well. Yeah, super unfortunate, but like 30% flinch and para. This like I don't think that's like a huge um, para because it actually helps him out again. Because if I bring in my Superior after that, I knock out the Gligar, he can't touch me really, and I sweep again because Tornadus is only at 45% after region here. So this is another para that actually helps him out. On this turn ISD, just in case he wants to do some shit. And he brings in Quillfish. I should have really clicked Iron Heads here because regardless of what I send in my Serp in, once I weaken it, like I weaken Gligar, if I weaken Quillfish here, Superior just wins clicking Leaf Storm, and I should never allow him here to get Tornadus back to full back to a solid amount of health. But I do just that. Here Iron Head pretty much forced to bring some Gligar, sacks it, and yeah, this like while the paras look pretty bad, and I actually did feel pretty bad about it. In hindsight, I think like the paras that I got with Drill in, they really helped him out actually, because this allowed this Torn to get back to full, get back to an amount where he can shoot 2 Leaf Storms from Superior and get off a Tailwind for Keldeo to sweep. So I have to sack my Drill here to the Secret Sword, bring in my Serp, and yeah, things are looking bleak because you can just bring in Tornadus here and shoot at 2 Hurricanes, which is pretty unfortunate because I could have like just went for Leaf Storm on the incoming Gligar or the Quillfish. Had I lost my Excadrill to life or plus the Heatwave damage, he could have gone off earlier. But he gets parried, I get rewarded for clicking Glare, I guess, and Superior is actually able to clean up this game because this is not Scarfcard. I think it was Specs, but yeah, pretty much an ungame because all the hacks went pretty much in his favor. Looking at it, I think only the last para really mattered. The para on Gligar and Torn, the first time Drill came out, they actually like could have screwed the game for me. Looking at it, even though they looked like shit, and you know, like he couldn't attack, damage was shit, but it actually like they actually helped him out more. So yeah, that's kind of sad, but this was an ungame. Like I really didn't want to win with him getting fully parried. Like I felt really bad. he hated it obviously. Nothing I can do really. I like first time he got parried, I offered to play around it, but with what happened like after that with all the full paras, it was like pretty much impossible to recreate it. So what can you do? But definitely like once you reveal Tailwind and Tornadoes, I would agree that he actually like deserved to win this one. But yeah, I got lucky with my superior versus the Torn. He just could have just knocked me out or just tailwind it up for Cal to win. Because like even if he gets parried on my Manaphy after that, and I knock him out, Specs Cal plus a Quillfish Liquidation or Scars actually just one versus me, and in Tailwind they both would have outsped 100%. So yeah, I got lucky there, but what can you do? What can you do? So let me find the finals replay. Oh no, it's like I didn't want to put this in this video. So finals will go up on in another video. But yeah, we made finals, beating GypsyKing with some stupid para hacks. Didn't really want to do that, but the glass spam definitely wasn't like the reason for this. Definitely wasn't that I tried to hex him. I just like wanted speed control from Mega Marwal and Excadrill, but yeah, really unfortunate that it had to end like this. I think it could have gone differently had he like broken through with Torn on my Excadrill as I switched it in on a potential Heat Wave, because then Superior definitely would have cleaned up, giving me 100% like giving me a free Leaf Storm 100%. So I don't know, could have gone either way, I guess. I got lucky there in mid final. So yeah, we're finally back with the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. My narration wasn't the best, I guess, but yeah, glad to be back. Hope you guys check it out, and hope you guys stay around for the finals match, which will go up like maybe later, like a few hours later after this one here went up, or maybe the next day. But we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.